Some of them try to jump. And they're off. Mambo Tesio half fly jumped. As a result, he has to race at the back of the field. Opera Glass broke out well. Whispers of War circles to go and compete for the early lead. They're right at each other's throats in the early stages. Then comes a Fraud who races away in third. Indian War Dance against the fences fourth. Then we find Captain Chorus who races at the outside of horses, about 3 wide at the outside, flying first class in the bright blue. Prime Example races behind midfield. The red jacket and black cap kept company by Mambo Tesio. The Birds has paired the last two. Over to you, races one from last, and then comes Kind Judy, who's at the back of the field. They went past the 2,000 metres board, and it's Opera Glass who won the battle for the lead in front by a little over 1 length. Second place is Captain Chorus. Then comes Whispers of War back at the rail third. Blue jacket, orange sleeves and cap. Then we go 2 lengths away to Indian War Dance, kept company by a Fraud. They fourth and fifth, with a further 2 lengths away to Flying First Class. Then came Mambo Tesio, made another couple of places down the back straight, now 3/4 of the way back. Over to you, gained a place as Prime Example conceded 2, and that leaves Kind Judy at the rear of the field with 1,400 metres left to run. Opera Glass still in front, shrugged off Whispers of War in the early stages and managed to latch on to the rail in second. Then comes Captain Chorus, who keeps Whispers of War company. Then we go 2 lanes away to Indian War Dance, who travels at the inside of a Fraud. A Fraud's in the yellow jacket and red cap, and about 4 lengths adrift. Then another 2 lengths away to Flying First Class. Mambo Tesio, over to you, Kind Judy. And now Prime Example's dropped out to the back of the field and being squeezed along about 10 lengths off the leader as they head down towards the final 800 metres. Still Opera Glass on the sharp end, but the lead's been whittled down to 3/4 of a length by Captain Chorus, who now races a clear second over Whispers of War. Then comes a Fraud who's back in fourth. Fifth place, Indian War Dance in the blue and pink silks. Then comes Flying First Class on the red headgear. Over to you, exposed to the outside. Mambo Tesio keeping quiet in the red jacket towards the far side. Kind Judy being rousted along, and Prime Example is the trailer. Homeward bound. They now go to the final 500 metres, and it's Opera Glass the leader over Whispers of War. Frauds towards the outside. Then comes Mambo Tesio, Indian War Dance, Flying First Class. Nothing to come from Captain Chorus past the 300, and Mambo Tesio came bursting into the lead in the middle of the course. Up the inside is Opera Glass. Then comes Flying First Class, who's also finding towards the outside, and Prime Example far side is also finishing off well, but Mambo Tesio turned it on at the right time, and Mambo Tesio has beaten Prime Example. Third goes to Flying First Class, and Kind Judy wins race number 6 in the middle. He half fly jumped. Probably wasn't the plan to sit as far back as he was, but the way he's turned it on is encouraging. And that's now taken his career earnings towards 200,000 Rand. A slow starter to his career, but he's hitting his straps now, the rising 4-year-old, going the right way.
All right, so there we go. Good race. I tell you what, just watching the people run towards the rail to watch the last 200-300 meters of these staying races is incredible. And that's what racing's all about. Good to see so many families out here at Turffontein on Father's Day. And a terrific ride from young Nathan Kling, sat quietly. We're going to get a bit more from him because there was 1 or 2 antics down at the start with this individual, but he's picked them off one by one to win going away. 3-year-old Bay Gelding, son of Mambo in Seattle. He's now a 3-time winner from 7 outings, bred by Mr. Chow, and Mr. Chow owns this one. So well done to Mike de Kock and everybody concerned. Good to have David at the races, who we'll chat to in a moment. Nate, I've got to say, a great ride from you. We often got this joke between you and myself, you be the judge, and I thought that was a terrific ride because tell us what happened at the start firstly, and then what your game plan was going through the last 800-900 meters, because they stopped quite quickly at the top of the lane.
Yeah, and obviously with the gates now, I didn't get the best of starts. He gave a bit of a fly jump coming out. Then the game plan was always to, just to get him covered up. David told me, I shouldn't panic on him. He has a turn of foot. Then that's exactly what he displayed here today.
Look, I mean, he's improving at a rate of knots, Nate. You've got to be very happy and very impressed with the way he's hit the line today, because you've taken on older horses that are hard-knocking, been around the block, and within 5 strides, you'd hit the front. I mean, you came from a long way back, and all of a sudden at the 280, you were in front.
Yeah, I think this horse will only get better over time, and I must say a big thank you to Mr. De Kock, obviously, for the opportunity, and to the owner, Mr. Chow.
A horse you want to stick with?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I think there's still more to come from him, and hopefully, in the future, you'll see the better of him.
Nate, let's talk a little bit about you, because you've been doing a bit of travelling to Zimbabwe and back. I know that we're all desperate to get those opportunities around the country. It's not easy at the moment, but I mean, you're one of those soldiers. Keep plugging away. How's Zimbabwe treating you?
Zimbabwe's been good to me. The 2 big ones I've won, obviously. The OK last year, and this year the Tank It. So, it's all about getting the opportunities and getting it on those type of horses at the time when they're about to win.
You're getting paid in US dollars?
I think me and you should have this conversation another day.
Well done, mate. Keep up the good work. I know that you work very hard in the mornings, and you deserve it. I'm glad that Mike De Kock's thrown you a bone with some meat on, and you've delivered. So keep up the amazing work. Well done.
Thank you so much. Just obviously once again to Mr. De Kock, to David that's doing all the hard work at home.
Good stuff. There we go. Nate, you be the judge. Nathan Klink, he's come through with flying colours. David, well done. Good to see you as always. I know that you guys are running the operation while the boss is in Durban at the moment. All the big horses are in KwaZulu-Natal, and you're taking care of things here on the Halfveld.
Yes, thank you so much first of all. And I want to say well done for young Klink. You're riding a very good race. It's nothing important on this industry without listening to what's the instruction, what the boss says. So I'm very happy with the way they ride the race. It's not about, of course, you win, but to say what is the boss's instruction.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much also with the team that are working, helping me on a morning with work at home. Probably right now are watching the TV. And then also to our staff, our grooms that we bring it, our horses at the racing looking good in condition. So big thanks for him. And then also thanks for my boss to give me the opportunity to keep it my work without pressure, whatever pressure is there, but I know what is necessary, what is stable in need. So I'll try my best to put in my effort. So thank you so much for everyone who are behind of team, Vengi, Uncle John G, Madam, and then also to my boss, and then big thanks to our sport Hollywood Bet.
Professional outfits, David, that you guys run. I know that the Mike De Kock team work like clockwork back at home, and these are the results that the boss likes to see. Hats off to you, and hats off to the winning groom as well, because I thought this horse looked $1 million today.
That's why I said the first point, if you can learn what I'm saying. I said thank you so much for the all team that are working together to bring it our horses at the racing, looking safe, looking in good condition. Yep. So I sent a big salute from those guys.
Absolutely.
Are doing the amazing work. And then also big thanks for the Mr. Cole for the support that they're giving us always. We appreciate a lot as the MDK team. Thank you so much for everything. And also once again to our sponsor, Betway. We are salute. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There's 1,500 Rand for the winning groom. Well said by David. If you can just show the camera, David, thank you so much. World Sports Betting, 1,500 Rand will go to the winning groom. Well done to the Mike De Kock team. Well done to Mr. Chow, who owns and bred this individual, becomes a 3-time winner from 7 outings, and exceptionally well handled over here by young Nathan Klink.